I shouldn't have brought my glasses. Oh, I'll take them off.
Can't go down the slide.
He's not allowed to.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
Not allowed. You gotta be a little kid.
I can do it myself. This ain't like all over the place. I'm almost there!
Oh my god.
Jake's turn. One of the things. Really? Nope. And then he disappears.
We should have brought Dad here.
I think this is good footage. Where's he at? Look, no hand. Oh shit. Uh-huh.
All right, so
Ooh, stay off my back. It's wet and it's like ice cold.
I'm 28 years old.
Guys, wait for me! Damn, you guys walk fast.
So
No.
let's see who's not gonna be able to get out of bed tomorrow because their back's broke. I'm 25.
I was gonna say, I would have said me, but you guys they're doing fucking backflips and front flips.
And we were by far the oldest people there.
Yeah, we were old. We were older than the other parents.
Is that a bird? That is a dead bird. Get
Yeah.
it, get
Oh
it.
my god.
That's a dead carcass.
Yep. No.
Take the pin. I'll keep the wallet.
Yeah. Oh my god, you guys, it is freezing outside. So it's like, I think the thermometer says like 12 or something like that, but with the wind chill and like the real field temperature, I think it said like 1 or 2. I had like those cloth gloves on, and the heat of my hands would melt the snow on them, And then everything metal that I touched, it would just stick to it like glue. Like, you know, when you put your tongue on a frozen pole or whatever it is. So I just snowblowed both of our driveways. Like our house has two. One goes to the garage or whatever. And then I loaded the snowblower up in the back of my car, took it down to my mom's house, did her driveway. Hers is like super long and it's got these awkward shapes. Like ours just kind of like, it's like, you know, you got the road and then it like goes into the driveway. Hers is like road, driveway, and then it like gets wider at the top. So I'm like trying to do it without like digging into the grass and stuff. That was really annoying actually, but my God, I wish I could have had like the GoPro or something going. That would have been pretty cool, but I think it would have got covered in snow within the first 30 seconds. So it would have been pointless. But, sorry, let me catch my breath here. I've been like literally like almost jogging with that dang thing. So that snowblower, my grandma bought that thing when, I don't know, I was little. It's like a little Craftsman one or whatever, but she lived in a trailer park, you know, so she had a real small driveway. It was perfect for her. We don't really typically get snow like this. So, you know, you get like 3, 4, 5 inches. That thing will go through it like nothing. But it's when you get serious snow like this, that's when it kind of really starts struggling. But then it's like, do you spend like $500 on a really awesome, strong snowblower that you might use once a year? You know, so I mean, we're not gonna. I don't have money like that, but yeah, I got that thing out. Luckily, like we've had that thing. So, anyways, my grandma passed away many years ago. I think I had just graduated. I was either about to graduate high school or I had just graduated. So, you know, it's been about 10 years now. My uncle got most of like her possessions or whatever when she passed away. That's a long story. And one of the things he had was that snowblower, but he's got like a giant, I mean, not giant, but like it's probably like a 5 or 6 car driveway. So it's really big. And then he's got like a path that goes around to like a pole barn type deal. So he's got like a lot of space to snowblow. He ended up getting this big giant one that's got like tracks on it and stuff. Like it's a monster. So I had posted on Facebook a few years back. I'm like, hey, has anyone got like a old, you know, snowblower that's broken or doesn't run? You know, I'm looking for something cheap, you know, I'll fix it up and get it working. And so he had commented on my post. He's like, hey, you know, I got grandma's old snowblower, come get it. He's like, you know, it's in the back in my he's like a little shed or whatever it is. So I was like, really? He's like, yeah. He's like, just come get it. He's like, I don't want it. He's like, might need, you know, some work to get it running or whatever. I was like, all right, sweet, you know, it'd be a cool little project. And it happened to be like a snowstorm that day too, which is I think why I posted it. So I had gotten my car, well, I think I had a Ford Edge at the time. So I got that, drove all the way down there, dug it out. Like, he lives in the country, so there's like snow drifts that are like, you know, as high as your waist, which, you know, for some people that might be huge, for some people that might be nothing, but that's pretty big around here. So I dig it out, I drag it all the way to my car, get it home, thing fires right up. I clean it up. I was taking it apart to kind of fix it up a little bit because it's like rinky dinky, you know, falling apart. But anyways, so I've had that thing in the garage for like I think this will be 4 years now, 4 or 5 years. And I think we used it like literally one time, maybe twice that year that we got it from him. And we have never had snow since. I mean, never had snowblower worthy snow since. Like, you know, if there's like this much snow on the ground, I'm not getting the snowblower out. I'm not shoveling. That's going to blow away and melt in a couple days anyways. Your car's not going to get stuck, you know what I mean? But this stuff, yesterday when I got home from work, we had probably 5 inches. So, you know, it wasn't struggling, but, you know, I was pretty much maxed out. So I'm like, and it was like a blizzard outside. I'm like, I'm going to do it now, and I'm just going to have to do it periodically. Did it last night again at probably, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 o'clock. There was a couple more inches, nothing bad, buzzed right through it. But I went down to my mom's house. I'm like, I'm going to get hers because she's at work. You know, it'll be a nice surprise when she comes home. Plus, she's got, her driveway goes uphill. Not a lot, but a little bit. So I'm like, she might get stuck, to be honest, if, you know, there's this much snow. So I was doing hers. I mean, there was like 6, 7 inches already in some of her spots. So it was struggling. By the time I got back home, which was literally like 15, 20 minutes later, our driveway was literally covered again with another inch. That's how quick it was coming down. She ended up getting home though, but I woke up this morning. My work was canceled, which is mind-blowing. That never happens. It's happened one time in like the 9 years I've been working there. So I was like, holy crap. So I took Shelby to work. It was like 6 in the morning, so obviously I wasn't out there with the snowblower and stuff, but car literally got stuck. So like, if I wasn't home, she probably would have had to call out, because I don't think there's any way that she could have got out and got to work. So luckily I, was able to work some magic, turning the wheel and rocking it back and forth and stuff, got it unstuck. Took her to work, and she works right pretty much close to home, but it still took a while because these roads are horrible, or were horrible. I don't know about now. Hopefully they're better. But our neighborhood is trash. Like, there's so much snow on the road. Like, it looks like they plowed it once and did it halfway. Like, each road has like one path plowed. It's a joke. Like, it's not both sides or anything like that. But yeah, anyway, I'm not gonna complain and make this a negative vlog. This video really doesn't do it any justice of how much we actually have. Maybe you can see their trash can, but it's a solid foot at least, which is a record for us in many, many, many years. I think like 2014 or 15. Yeah, I think it was 2014, because we had a Jeep Patriot, and it was a 2013 that we got, and had it for like a year. Because I remember like that thing got stuck so easily, and we had a horrible year that year with snow. So I think, yeah, it's been like, that would be what, like 7 years now. So it's been crazy, but super excited and sad at the same time. I sold my computer. She's so pretty. Got all the RGB stuff, of course. You can change it, there's different. I like all the color changing stuff though. But so if you guys have been following me for a while, that's obviously not my name because I redid it for the guy. If you guys have been following me for a while, then you probably remember during quarantine I actually bought/built this thing. So I bought a pre-built one because with the way the prices were for computer parts at the time, like they were rising like crazy, like super fast already. And then when quarantine hit, COVID and whatnot, everything skyrocketed. So I picked this thing up for, it was like $1,100 or something like that. And then I upgraded. I put like an NVMe drive in it. I did, obviously a ton more of the RGB stuff. All I had was like 3 fans and like that strip down there. So I've got the heat sink, extra fans, the cable combs, all that good stuff. So at the time I was playing a lot of Warzone. Bought/built that. Did the keyboard. Yeah, so anyways, I bought this, but I say built because I upgraded some things right away. I added a lot more fans. I completely redid their cable management. Their fan layout was trash. So pretty much like took this thing completely apart, rebuilt it, upgraded a lot of stuff in it. Keyboard, mouse, mouse pad, all the RGB stuff, awesome monitor. And I played Warzone with my buddies from work. We were playing like literally all night, every night. Like I played probably, it sounds bad, but like literally I was home. There was literally nothing else to do. House was clean, everything was good. We were playing for probably 6-7 hours a night, give or take. Like my sleep schedule was messed up. I was going to bed at like 8-9 in the morning. It was ridiculous, but had a blast, played the hell out of it. Had no intentions of selling it. Like I love the setup. I've got my corner desk here. We've got our Mac where we do like all our video editing and stuff like that. That's like our main one. And then I had this one, for basically a dedicated gaming computer. Cause I was like, I played Xbox One, but all my buddies that go, switch over to PC are like, dude, you got to try it. You'll never go back. Couldn't tell you the last time I played. Like, I turn this thing on periodically. I update it. I'll get it ready to play. Like, I'm going to play it. And then I don't. Like, I've played maybe 2 to 3 rounds of Warzone since I went back to work last May. Like, this is February right now. This is right after Valentine's Day. And I've played this thing, like, literally twice since I went back to work last year in May. So, there's no point in having it. I had a MacBook years ago, back in like right after high school. I saved up and bought one, and you know, this was before I was, you know, really big on I'm not big on YouTube, but like before I was big on like making videos and stuff like that, and you know, being into photography and videography as much as I am now. And I loved that thing. It was a powerhouse. And then I sold that, ended up getting an iMac, which was even cooler. But I really miss the portability of the MacBook because I love video editing on a Mac. Like, just the programs I use. I've tried it on this Windows computer because this thing is actually more powerful than my iMac. But I just don't like it. Like, I cannot get used to the layout. I just don't like the functions and the features. And it's totally personal preference. Like, I'm not knocking, you know, one or the other, saying one's better. Just for me personally and Shelby, we love working on, you know, Mac operating system versus Windows. So my buddy has been just hounding me wanting to buy this thing. And I don't know. I think he thought I was going to, like, give it away, like, dirt cheap or something like that. And like I said, prices for computer parts have skyrocketed. The crazy thing about this monitor even is, like I said, I paid something. It was like $259 or something, like, give or take. It might have been a little bit more, might have been a little bit less. Used, this thing is going for $400. My video card used is going for over $600. Like, it's mind-blowing. Keyboard and mouse, those were dirt cheap. I got those for, I think, under $100 for the pair. Anyway, so I texted him about it. I'm like, you know, I was like, I don't want to get rid of it because I love the thing. It's awesome. It's a powerhouse. I was like, but let's be realistic. I never play it. Like, it's just stupid to, you know, have this thing here just sitting collecting dust when I want a MacBook. And then it kind of dawned on me. I'm like, I could sell this thing or trade it for a really nice MacBook that I want. And then, like, it's the best of both worlds. Like, we still have two computers. I have a desk for the MacBook, you know, if we want to sit down at a desk and use it, because this will be cleared off right here. And, you know, I got rid of my computer for, like, a really good reason, you know, not just selling it and probably buy something stupid with the money or whatever. So I texted him, and we were going back and forth and kind of, like, got a price in mind, and then all of a sudden, you know, he wasn't really interested. He really wanted it until we kind of like agreed on what a fair price would be, and then it was just kind of like, you know, I just can't, you know, can't afford it right now, blah 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 blah. Asked a few other friends. One of our buddies that we work with has recently got into streaming and stuff. We ended up, you know, talking back and forth for a while, and so yeah. Anyways, long story, ridiculously long. He's gonna buy it. Well, I guess technically he did buy it, but we haven't exchanged the money and the computer yet, just, you know, because of this weather, and obviously we didn't work today. So yeah, so I sold this thing, and I'm on the hunt for a MacBook now. So these things are like, the issue is there's so many models and the thing is they mostly look the same. There's so many on Facebook Marketplace, and it's a picture of the computer, says works great, don't need it, you know, like no information about the computer. How much memory does it have? How much storage does it have? What processor? You know, what graphics setup does it have? Is it using the onboard? Does it have a standalone? Like, give me some details here, you know, like put a little bit of effort into your posts if you're trying to sell something, please. But I found two. One, I was like, that's it, that's the one. And then I ended up looking on Amazon, and you can order the same one, like refreshed, which is basically refurbished. It's basically as new as you can get without being new, essentially. I buy a lot of renewed stuff on Amazon, never had a problem. And the same exact one that he's selling for, he's asking, I think $15.50 for it. I can get on Amazon for like $12.50, but I would rather buy it from him so I don't have to wait for shipping, because shipping isn't Prime on this thing, and I don't like the way they treat stuff. I see how these shipping companies throw packages around. It's insane. So I don't want, you know, a over $1,000 laptop being thrown around. So hopefully he's a little bit flexible on the price. If I can get it with a warranty, you know, for $12.50, I'm not gonna pay him $12.50, and then, you know, because boom, once we exchange goods, like, that's it. There's no warranty, there's no returns. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'd probably pay like $1,000, maybe even $1,100, but I don't know. But it'll be really exciting. I will definitely be able to pump out more videos for you guys, because that's been kind of one of my crutches right now. I've been doing a lot of stuff outside of work. Like, if you guys follow my other page, you probably see me post some videos about these, the clusters I work on. So I go to the junkyards and I basically pull those out of the old Crown Vics and stuff, and then I bring them home, I fix them, I change the color of them, do some minor stuff, and then, you know, I sell them. But now I'm doing it where people on the Facebook groups, they can send me theirs and I'll work on theirs for them. So I've been doing that, you know, to make some extra money on the side. Also, like, it's just been a mess in here because I've been working off the table right here. As you can see, it's kind of been like my workbench, but I just built this little makeshift bench in our utility room that folds up and down off the wall so I can work in there, have all my tools, you know, like I can basically keep all my stuff laid out and work on it when I want to without having to get everything out and put it away and clean up and stuff like that. So actually just last night started cleaning the table. Still got a lot of work to do, but it'll just be nice though, because basically I guess what I'm getting at is, you know, now instead of having to be right here on the computer, you know, sitting here editing, like I can be upstairs, you know, in our bedroom or in here on the couch, just kind of after I get off work, you know, after a long day of work, I can sit on the couch and do it versus sitting at a desk. And I know that sounds so stupid. That's such a first world problem, but maybe you guys will know what I mean. Heck, I could even be out in the garage, you know, editing and stuff like that. You know, it's just, it'll be so much more versatile, you know. And then, you know, if we go on trips and stuff like that, I'll be able to edit on the go. So it's just a really cool upgrade, I guess you could say. Yeah, that's really it. I don't know what else I can put in this video to make it more interesting. I know this was probably super boring to sit here and listen to, but all right, guys, if that is it, then I will see you in the next clip, next video, whatever it is. Appreciate you guys watching. Come on.